So we see here that he encouraged them from the Torah and the prophets, reminding them of the struggles that they had won. He made them the more eager. We can get encouragement, encouraging words from the Torah and the prophets. Why? Because we need reminding sometimes, from time to time, of what he has done for our people. We act as if we take it as if he can't do these things for us today. We don't see our way out of different situations. And in times of battle, times of past, we can see what the Most High done in the past. So he reminded them. We have to be reminded from time to time. And we will be encouraged and strengthened. Verse 10. And when he had aroused their courage, he gave his orders, at the same time pointing out the wickedness of Gui and their violations of oath. Gui, he didn't stick to what he say. He will violate his oath. He will say one thing and he will do another. Watch this. He armed each of them, not so much with confidence in shields and spears as in the inspiration of brave words. So he armed them with their shield, with their spears. This is their weapons. And also with words that would make them stronger. And he cheered them all by relating a dream. Now, this is something that the Most High does. He always worked through his people in dreams. And so he's relating them a dream that he had of a vision, which was worthy of belief, meaning you can take his word for it. This is what he saw. This is what happened in a dream. And this is how the Most High dealt with his people. And verse 12 says, what he had saw was this: Onias, who had been the high priest, a noble and good man, of modest bearing and a gentle manner, one who spoke fittingly and had been trained from childhood. So this is one that was righteous. This is one that will not, he won't be fighting with his brothers that's keeping Torah like himself. He came up knowing the way. In all that belongs to excellence, was praying. This is what he was doing. He was praying with outstretched hands. Yes, we should be praying with outstretched hands, especially in the time of trouble. Look who he's praying for. Praying for the whole body of Yasharal. He was praying for the whole body of Yasharal. Now, you see here in the text, it says Jews, but let me tell you, this is not correct. This is something that they put on the people. This is part of the spell that they put on the people, having the people be called Jews. Remember, Gui called the people Jews in ignorance. And here we go, still calling ourselves Jews. Jews only mean from Yehudah, one tribe. No, he prayed for the whole. You telling me he prayed for the whole body of Yehudah? No, he prayed for the whole body of Yasharal. This is how we have to word this. Then likewise a man appeared. Here's the help. Distinguished by his gray hair and dignity and of marvelous majesty and authority. This man that he saw, of course, this is one of the mighty men, one of the mighty ones, that one of Yahuwah's hosts. That's why the scripture says Yahuah and his host. What the host does, the host carry out his mission. They are part of his plan. They help deliver the people. And it's Yahuah that's delivering the people. When are we going to get this? When the Most High used his host, understand this. When he used his host, when he used his people, they're doing what he say to do, and it's him that's doing it. We saw him overthrowing Edom by the hand of Yehudah. And that's him doing it. And Onias spoke, saying, this is a man who loves the brethren and prays much for the people and the Kadash city. So this man, he loved the brethren. He's part of the brethren. And he prays, listen, for the people and the Kadash city. Jeremiah, the prophet of Yahuah. He saw Jeremiah. You know, Jeremiah was gone at this time. He had already passed at this time. But here he is, seeing Jeremiah. Jeremiah stretched out his right hand and gave to Yahudah a golden sword. It's amazing. We keep reading about this golden sword. It's almost as if we should understand anyone fighting with a golden sword. This came from on high. And as he gave it, he addressed him thus. Take this Kadash sword, a gift from Yahuah, with which you will strike down your adversary. So he gave him this in a dream, and he said, you will use this. This is, again, a weapon to strike down your adversary. Now, once again, if this was a spiritual war, he wouldn't be giving him a weapon to strike down your adversary. He would have been the one to do it, because he the one is in what they call the spirit. So we must understand, and I have to keep repeating this, because new people come to the channel. They're going to click on this video, and they're going to make a comment. They're going to say in their heart that this war is not a physical war. It's a spiritual war. And they will quickly close their ears to this knowledge. Verse 17, encouraged by the words of Yahudah, so noble and so effective in rousing valor and awaking. Look what this done. It awakened manliness. You see? It awakened them to be warriors. They was, listen, sleeping giant, sleeping warriors. This is who we are today. We're sleeping giants. We're sleeping warriors. We hadn't figured it out to stop fighting against each other. We hadn't figured that out yet. So we will continue to fight against each other until the enemy is let loose on us, and he's just going to have a field day. But only those that's within the borders will not see this. And in the souls of the young. So he awakened the manliness in the souls of the young. They determined not to carry on the campaign, but to attack bravely. What campaign? When the people feel as if we can't fight, or we're not strong enough or mighty enough, we're fearful, we're afraid. This is the campaign. The campaign is maybe we don't need to fight. Maybe we should give in. Maybe we should surrender. But no, they forgot the campaign. They attacked bravely. This is what happened. They became the warriors that they already were. And to decide the matter by fighting hand to hand with all courage. We went away. We gotten away from fighting hand to hand. Are we to fight now, today? No. You must know the scripture. We go into the wilderness and get trained for this fight. So we see fighting hand to hand with all courage. Because why? Because of the city. We don't fight for the city today. We don't fight for Yasharal today. It's not even in our hearts to want to be within this land. And the Kadash house, the people that were in danger. So this is what the fight is all about. They had to fight for their lives. Remember, for Jerusalem, they had to fight for the house of the Most High, and the people, they had to fight for their lives. And here we are today. Let me say this. In Christianity, and the Christians, they don't know anything about fighting. You talk about wimps. If you want to see the wimps, look no further than Christianity. These people will tell you it's a spiritual battle, and it's not a physical battle. And again, they're not even prepared. They're not even thinking of a fight. They're looking for the rapture. But you see, these people will fall into the hands of the enemies. Now, let me recap a little. We're finding out Yasharal had help. Yasharal had help from the Father. He had help from the Malaks. And in the times when the people was weak, they referred to Torah. They referred to the prophets. They referred to what was written, and they got strength, might, and power, and they was able to carry out the mission, to carry out the battle. Now that brings me to this battle. I'm now to the point where I'm ready to go into this battle. And of course, excuse me, this battle is in the Dead Sea Scrolls. This is the War Scroll. If you haven't read this War Scroll, you must read this entire War Scroll. I'm only going to pull out points. These are the points that I gave to my family, and I have it in notes. But you will get an understanding of this battle. This is detailed. It's very, very detailed, this specific battle. And this is part of it, okay? I'm going to read some of this. For the instructor, the rule of the war. The first attack of the sons of light shall be undertaken against the forces of the sons of darkness. Now, here is the sons of darkness. The army of Belial. The troops of number one. Look who's number one. Edom. Look no further than Edom. Moab. And the sons of Ammon. Edom, Moab, and Ammon. Where have we heard this before? I've given you the scripture. Daniel 11:41. You know, people say we should be in Jordan, Moab, with Moab and Edom. And we know Moab and Ammon. We know these two cannot come into the congregation of the righteous. He shall enter into the splendor's land, the Kadosh land, and many countries shall be overthrown, but these shall escape from his hand. I explain to you why. Edom, Moab, and the people of Ammon. Here we go. Edom, Moab, and Ammon. This is what we're reading here. Edom, Moab, and Ammon. And this is the order. They're listed in the Dead Sea Scrolls. The Amalekites, which are Edom. Edom, let me tell you, Edom mixed himself among different nations. He did a lot of mixing. And he's mixed up even in Ishmael. Ishmael took Edomites, and Edomites took Ishmael. So they mixed. There was a lot of mixing going on. Philistia and the troops of Kittim of Ashur. Here we see Kittim. Where do we see? Who is Kittim? We know Kittim come from Japheth. But let's remember what Jasher said. Jasher 90:8. And the children of Chittim ruled over Edom. There was a battle, and Chittim slaughtering Edom to the point Edom had nothing left in them. And Edom became under the hand of the children of Chittim, and became one kingdom for that day. They became one kingdom. In that day, Chittim and Edom became one kingdom. So we see Edom forming alliances with different nations. He's mixing. He could have been an Arab himself. You see, this is where some people get this confusion. But he kept some of his bloodline pure. And this is the bloodline that Yahuah will focus on. This is the bloodline he's after. This is the bloodline our people think. You see, Ishmael is Edom. Edom is not this and Edom is not that. And they're not understanding scripture. They're not putting the scriptures together. But here is his troops. Supporting them are those who have violated the covenant. These are the ones that violated the covenant. And we see here, sons of darkness. This is his army. Edom, Moab, Ammon, the sons of the east, which is the Amalekites, Philistine, and the band of Kittim. You have a mixture of Edom here. And of course, Edom works with all these different, he works with all these different people, these different nations. He's a part of them. And he kept one of his bloodlines pure. And again, that's the bloodline that the Most High, he's after these others. Don't get me wrong, but he's after Yahuah. Yahushua will come and he will be the one that touched that pure bloodline that they are keeping pure. They know how to keep it pure. The war scroll. The hand of the might of Yahuah in battle, so as to bring down all the slain because of unrighteousness. This is what's in his heart, to bring down the unrighteousness, to kill, to slay the unrighteous. On the trumpets of ambush they shall write, mysteries of Yahuah, to wipe out wickedness. On the trumpets of pursuit they shall write, Yahuah has struck all the sons of darkness. And there are many trumpets with writing on them. We will see that also later. For they are a wicked congregation. All their deeds are in darkness. It is their desire. They have established all their refuge in a lie. This is a key point here. And all of what they've done, all what they do, it's all established in a lie. And the people are caught up. Yasharal caught up in lies. Their strength is as smoke that vanishes, and all their vast assembly is as chaff which blows away. Desolation, this is what's coming for these unrighteous people. Desolation, and shall not be found. Every creature of greed shall wither quickly away like a flower at harvest time. So all of those, here it is. We have people after money. They're greedy. They can't get enough. Isaiah said, he called them greedy, dumb dogs. They can't get enough. The more they get, the more they want. This is greed. This is greedy. All right, now let's see the sons of light. Here are the sons of light. I showed you the sons of darkness. Here are the sons of light. The sons of Louis and the sons of Yehuda and the sons of Benjamin, those exiled to the wilderness. So here we sing Louis, Yehuda, Benjamin exiled in the wilderness. You have to understand, this is not for those outside of the wilderness. Those people that's outside the wilderness waiting on Yahuah, they will not be a part of this. This will leave them behind. They will not partake of this. Why? They did not trust in the Most High. They did not do what he said to do. We must do what he said to do. They shall fight against them and against all their bands. When the exiles of the sons of light return from the wilderness of the people. So they're going to come out of the wilderness where the people are. This is where everyone will be in the wilderness. They will return from the wilderness, and they're going to camp in the wilderness of Jerusalem. So we're seeing the people leaving the wilderness and camping in the wilderness of Jerusalem. And this is something that, again, the people, they're not going to experience this. You're going to see, and I'm going to show you, Yasharal will be in trouble. Remember, this is the time of great tribulation, a great tribulation for Yasharal. And I'm going to continue reading on my notes here. The king of Kittim shall enter into Egypt, and in his time he shall set out in great wrath to wage war against the kings of the north, that his fury may destroy and cut out the horn of Yasharal. You see, as the prophet says, he is out to destroy Yasharal. Remember, they're making war with the righteous, making war with those that keep the commands. This will be going on while the people are in the wilderness. It says, this shall be a time of salvation for the people of Yahuah, an age of dominion for all the members of his company, and of an everlasting destruction for all the company of Belial. So it's a time of salvation for the people, but it's also, it lines right up with the prophets. At that time, he's going to make a covenant with the people, but the wicked he's going to destroy. The confusion of the sons of Japheth shall be great, and Assyria shall fall unsuccored. The dominion of Kittim shall come to an end, and iniquity shall be vanquished, leaving no remnant for the sons of darkness, and there should be no escape. There would be no remnant and no escape for the sons of darkness. You have to remember what we know, what we've read in Scripture. He's going to make a covenant with the elect, but with the wicked and those that know Yasharal and that held Yasharal down, those will be killed. This is what the Scripture is saying. The sons of righteousness, at that time, the sons of righteousness shall shine over all the ends of the earth. They shall go on shining until all the seasons of darkness are consumed. And at the season appointed by Yahuah, his exalted greatness shall shine eternally to the shalom, baraka, splendor, and long life of all the sons of light. So this is what's coming for the sons of light. We see splendor, baraka, shalom, and long life for the sons of light. On the day when Kiddim fall, there shall be a battle and terrible carnage before the mighty one of Yasharal, for that shall be the day appointed. From ancient times, this day was appointed. Remember, he shows the beginning. He shows the end at the beginning, and it was appointed from ancient times. The battle of destruction of the sons of darkness. At that time, the assembly of mighty ones and the host of men shall battle. Here is a very important point here. During this time, there will be mighty ones fighting with Yasharal. And I said this before. Here it is. We see the host of the Most High fighting. Why? Because they have mighty ones that will be helping them. And this battle is dealing with men and mighty ones and malaks. Make sure we understand what's going on here. And for this reason, you see, when the enemy is let loose on Yasharal, when the people go into the wilderness, he will have help from mighty ones. And this is something I told you, it will not be a battle. It will be the great tribulation. It will be the people being slaughtered and killed all across the earth. But there will be a remnant that will survive this. I mentioned it before. You do not want to be in this remnant outside of the borders. And I'm going to show you this remnant. And we're going to see none being gathered. People saying he's going to gather us from where we are. None being gathered from what we know as the United States of America. None will be gathered from Babylon. It's in Scripture. At that time, let me read this again, the assembly of the mighty ones and the host of men shall battle, causing great carnage. See, this will be great carnage. This will be great destruction that will be caused because of the mighty ones that's fighting alongside with men. On that day, calamity, the sons of light shall battle with the company of darkness, and the shouts of the mighty multitude, and the clamor of mighty ones and men. See, it's saying it again. Of mighty ones and men make manifest. You're going to see this. You're going to see them. We see in Scripture when those malaks, when they came to the people saw them. And I made a point that the training had already started. And the Most High is using the malaks to train the people. Now, those that's in the border, you should be experiencing. You should have experience already from the malaks. They are already dealing with his people within the borders. Those on the outside, they're not dealing with those like that, like they're dealing with the ones on the inside of the border. But there is a small amount of manifestation going on outside the borders. So the sons of light battling the sons of darkness, amid and shouts of the mighty multitude, and the clamor of the mighty ones, men make manifest the might of Yahuah. So the mighty ones and the men This is the mighty one, Yahuah. Those that in covenant will be in this battle. The might of Yahuah. They're going in the might and the power of Yahuah. They're doing Yahuah's will. It's just as Yahuah is doing it. When this battle is all done, all said and done, the people will say, look what Yahuah has done. He done it. He done it by the hands of the hosts. He going before the people and the people. This is how the Most High operate. We don't understand how he operate. Watch this. And it shall be at a time of great tribulation for the people. You see, that's what I had just mentioned. This is a time of great tribulation for the people. The people will be at this time in great tribulation. These people they're not in the wilderness. They are outside of the wilderness, outside the borders, most of them, outside the wilderness, outside the border, and it's going to be very, very difficult for these people. It's going to be a great tribulation for these people. A tribulation you don't want to be in. Once again, he's not going to destroy everyone. According to scripture, all of Babylon will be destroyed, but he's not going to destroy all the people. And we read him gathering, when Yahushua come back, we read him gathering his people from different parts of the earth, but mostly on this side of the earth over here. And we're going to see that. It says, great tribulation for the people, which Yahuah shall redeem. You see, he's going to redeem this group that make it. Of all its affliction, none shall be as this, from its sudden beginning until its end, in eternal redemption. The scripture is telling us this battle that's coming, this war, this great tribulation that's coming, there's no greater tribulation, there's no greater war where you will ever find men and Malaks fighting together. Men, the sons of darkness, with the wicked Malaks fighting against the sons of light, the righteous men with the righteous host of the Most High, the Kadash host, the Kadash Malaks, the Kadash messengers. There's no other battle in history as this battle. This is the battle of all battles, and it will end. There will be another battle after this battle. There's no greater battle than this. This is what the scripture is telling us. On the day of their battle against Kittim, they shall set out for carnage. In 3 lots shall the sons of light brace themselves in battle to strike down iniquity. Remember, this battle is to strike down iniquity. And in 3 lots shall Belial host gird itself to thrust back the company of Yahuah. Now, he has his host also. Yahuah has his host, and the wicked one has his host. When the hearts of the detached of foot soldiers faint, then shall the might of Yahuah fortify the hearts of the sons of light. Once again, showing the people, anytime they see something, it looks like they may not be winning, then the Most High have to let them, he have to strengthen the hearts of the sons of light. And with the 7th lot, the mighty hand of Yahuah shall bring down the army of Belial and all the messengers of his kingdom. So it's going to bring him down and all the messengers of his kingdom and all the members of his company in everlasting destruction. This will be an everlasting destruction. Again, there will be no other war after this. It says the priests, Louis, and the heads of the tribes, as well as the divisions, and the 52 heads of the family of the congregation. So these are these are the priests, and you can see this also in the Dead Sea Scrolls 4Q464. It says during the remaining 30 years of the war, the men of renown. Here's men that was once, these were men that was once fighting, same men that was fighting before for Yahuah. The Malaks, same Malaks that fought before, we'll be helping and we'll be fighting for Yasharal once again.